All right, my friends, how are you today? Aaron here bringing you your daily horoscope for Thursday, the 17th of June, 2021. Got the moon still moving through the middle degrees of Virgo. Sun moving through the later degrees of Gemini. Both of these signs, Virgo and Gemini, are ruled by the planet Mercury. Mercury is all about communication. This is internal dialogue, internal monologue. This is how we communicate with ourselves. This is the thoughts that we think. This is us communicating with the outside world, communicating with other people. This is a trading of goods and services. How we're trading, okay, I have 6 berries and you have 6 apples. Does it make sense to trade for this? And as the moon is moving through the sign of Virgo, it's actually squaring what's in Gemini. So we have the North Node in Gemini at 10 degrees, we have Mercury at 17 degrees of Gemini, and we have the Sun at 26 degrees. So the moon's transition today moving through is going to square Mercury, it's going to square the Sun. So the main idea behind this, and we're talking about the moon, which is our emotional securities, the sun, which is our ego sense of self, where we are showing up, the hero's journey. So the hero's journey and Mercury, the sun's friend, which is this witty banner communication, insight, information, trading goods and services, are in the sign of Gemini, which is about seeking and looking at all of the options and weighing out everything. This is like if you go into the market and you say, well, how much is a bag of grapes? It's like $6. Okay, cool. Now you're going over to another merchant. How much is a bag of grapes? It's $6. Okay. Now for me, like here in Detroit, now you get closer to closing time in Eastern Market. It becomes about $3.50 or $3.30 right before they close at 4 p.m. How much is a bag of grapes? $1. Oh, okay, that seems like a better deal. So it's kind of looking at everything. It's looking at which merchant is selling what for how much, at what time of the day. Is it the best time to buy something? Is to make the move. So our moon is saying, okay, now we have all of these options, says the sun, says Mercury, says the North Node. We have all of these options in Gemini. The moon says, okay, let's get focused. Which one of these is the best option for me? Am I in a rush? Do I buy the $6 bag of grapes right now for merchant A? Do I buy the $5 bag of grapes for merchant B? Do I have some sort of a connection with person A that's selling for $6? Do I need to work with them? Are they my person? Am I in a time restraint? Can I go ahead and buy can I wait till 30 minutes before closing and buy the bag of grapes for $1? I don't know. This isn't about grapes, but this is just an analogy of the energy. Let me show you the chart too. So as well, the yod, the finger of God we were talking about yesterday, I've got this set for midnight or 12 a.m., top of the day on Thursday. So we still have this yod happening. And this is saying like, look, who am I? Who am I? Where am I going? Who am I? Who am I to myself? Being gentle and caring and nurturing to myself. Who am I to the society? Who am I to other people? How am I an individual within the crowd? How am I a unique person? What is it that makes me a unique person that carves me out from the rest? Well, that's what this is kind of about here. Like, this is about being proud of being who you are and understanding the services that you offer that make you a unique individual to other people. And by you offering these unique services, once again, this base here, this is like this, inspires this healing inside of self, like, being proud of yourself, being appreciative of who you are and your own uniqueness. At the same time, this yod is happening at midnight. This has been going on all day for us on Thursday. Now the moon is starting to create this trine right there, that blue line. That trine is an easy flow of energy between Earth, where the moon is, and Earth, where Uranus is, which is about breakthroughs. And this is about changing the tradition. So it's like, okay, now I'm getting focused on who I am. I'm getting focused on my acts of service and what I'm offering to the world, what I'm offering to the community that makes me unique. And because I'm offering these services, I feel good about myself and what I'm offering to other people. And I might have some sort of a breakthrough that happens today that really changes how I see myself. Saturn square to Uranus still happening right now, 13 degrees, as Saturn is retrograde. how am I, me being this unique person and having these, new ideas come through, getting focused on my service and who I am to the community. All of these are kind of working together today. So this is a great lifting kind of feeling. Okay. As the day moves on, now we've got this square to Mercury, the moon squared to Mercury. And this is all about getting focused on, okay, I want to paint a picture, or I want to do something, or I want to think about this, or whatever this may be. It's just like, okay, us getting focused right now to the best we can and narrowing down the possibilities when the moon starts to oppose Neptune here. So this is like, we have all the options in front of us. Let's get really focused and specific, because this is not just, let's go camping. Let's communicate to our friends. Let's go camping. Yeah, okay, but where are we going? We have to make sure that we all arrive at the same time, or around the same time, the same weekend, at the same destination. Or we're going to go camping in the woods in Porcupine Mountain. Okay, what is the, latitude, longitude? Let's get, where are we going? What are we bringing? Who's bringing the chips? Who's bringing the salsa or the guacamole? Who's bringing the frying pan or the eggs? It's like, we're not skipping any details out, and especially because Mercury is retrograde, all those little details can really get lost right now in the shuffle of the busyness of life. So this Virgo moon is saying be completely focused and communicate everything you need so that you are safe and you are secure no matter what is coming up. And then the moon here is going to start to oppose Neptune. There we go. At about 5 p.m., moon opposed Neptune. And this is the same. It's like, if you want to make your dreams obtainable, the wishy-washy, there's a bit of a T-square happening here between the sun and Gemini. It's like, well, there's all these possibilities. Picasso said, oh, I could have been an army general, or I could have been a great this, or I could have been a great that. Instead, I am Pablo Picasso, the painter. It's making a defined decision of who we are and what we're doing here on this planet, what we're creating, how we're carving out our piece of property, or our little mark in the sand, and says, this is who I am. Am I an artist? Am I doing caricatures? Am I doing portraits? Am I painting a picture of an elephant? What is it that I'm doing? We can do anything. We can be anything. We can learn anything. We can learn any trade. We can go to school for something and become wonderful. And this is all about obtaining dreams, but getting so focused at what we're doing as far as our services, our actions. And the squares that are happening today, and as the day moves forward, we're going to have now the moon square to the sun. So this is like, yeah, we can go in all these different directions. It's just like, here's our path, and now we can go down any of these different directions. And it's like that Bob Ross, okay, we have to make a hard decision today. Where are we gonna paint the mountain? Where are we gonna paint the tree? We have to go forward in one of these directions, and we can't sit here and hem and haw and say, what could my life be if I chose path A? What would my life be if I chose path D? And it's like, not only this focus, but it's like saying, I am driven and determined. We have Mars and Leo right now, that this is the right path because this is the path I chose. And to not second guess myself, South Node and Sagittarius, not to second guess myself that the decision I made wasn't the best decision for me, calculated on exactly what I knew at the time being the right decision. So that being said, it's saying that we're going to make the right decision based on the past, based on where we've come from, that we're going to make the right decision moving forward. And it's important that we don't second guess ourselves when we make that decision, and we just say, yes, this is where I'm going, this is what I'm doing, and whichever outcome happens, that's where we're supposed to be. That's in it for us. And then we have, lastly, this getting focused, abstaining, and seeing our dreams here. No more, no more evasion, no more of this looseness kind of thing happening here. And that's the beauty of when the sun squares the moon, and the moon is trine, that easy flow of energy up to Pluto. This is like, yes, we can go in any direction, but this is the direction I chose. And because this is the direction I chose and I feel confident about it, transformative Pluto in the 10th house of reputation and how people view us. And they say, you know what, you went and you did it, and you are you, and this is who you are. You're offering this to the world. You are a unique individual in society. You're happy being yourself. And we're starting to have almost this grand fire trine here with Mars to the south node into Chiron, which is going to be a very powerful connection coming up. And just as the same, we have Venus in water sign of Cancer starting to create this water trine to Neptune. We're going to be feeling this all week. So this fire trine's coming up, this water trine's coming up. So it's like emotionally we're being navigated emotionally. We're being navigated by our passions, our fires, our desires. We're being navigated by letting go. We're being navigated by seeking truth. We're being navigated or navigating by solidifying and creating clear cut decisions, analytical, precise moves that we're making, defining who we are, what we're doing, and where we're going to aid others on our journey. You know, there's a lot going on, but it's like a lot of good energy, we should be feeling really excited. And again, like, if you remember, were you a month and a half ago at the Scorpio full moon? Very different energy. And where have we been the past month when Mars was in the sign of Cancer? Very different energy. This Mars and Leo energy is like, you know, it's here once every 2 years. The last time it was in a fire sign was in Aries, and it was there for 6 months while it retrograded. And pretty much all of 2020, Mars was, you know, moving forward and backward in the sign of Aries, which is simply the spark of the match. It's taking the initiative to start something. Well, now Mars in the sign of Leo is finishing it. This isn't the sprint. This is the marathon. And Mars says, yeah, we can go the long distance here. And we have this emotional moon saying, let's stay focused. Let's get whatever we need, squaring off to all of this intense Gemini energy, which is, it could be anything. I could fall in love with this. I could fall in love with this, or I could think about this or communicate this, or I go in this direction. And it's just like, okay, we can do all of that, but let's get focused here on what we're doing right now. You know, this is like another thing. It's like when we have like a million chores to do, Venus being in the sign of Cancer. This is a long one. I'm going to cut it here. But, you know, it's just like, oh my God, you know, I just got home from this Peru trip. And it's like, I've got to clean this. I've got to unpack this bag and this and this and this. And sometimes with this Gemini energy, we can look at the whole of something and be very overwhelmed with how much there is to do, where the moon is really helping us out here in Virgo square this, because it's like, okay, just clean the bathroom first. Just unpack your bag first. Just take care of the bedroom. Then just move to this. So instead of like looking at everything as like this, when we see it all, it almost becomes overwhelming. And then when we pull ourselves back and we just, you know, kind of put the blinders on and say, okay, I'm only going to focus on this room, and I'm not allowing myself to get distracted, because Venus in the sign of Cancer is certainly about taking care of the home right now. So this could be taking care of our personal environment and cleaning. This could also be about our bodies and wanting to clean up our diet, something like that. So either way, it's just like, okay, if I'm going to cut out caffeine and sugar and alcohol, you know, maybe start with one and then move to the other. Okay. You know, so this is like a little bit of a purge in like this different ways, and just trying to stay focused on one thing at a time and finish that completely before moving on to the next. It's kind of a way to win the day. My friends, thank you as always. I love you. Have a beautiful Thursday, and we'll see you tomorrow.